Hello lovelies, welcome to my channel, Roseanne Can. Today we're going to make the perfect poached eggs. A necessity in my opinion, because poached eggs are like little balloons filled with creamy, rich, yummy goodness that when cracked floats a beautiful sauce over everything and makes it better. Eggs are fab. There's a lot of different opinions on how to poach eggs, and I think a lot of them work. We're gonna find out the one that works best for me and gives me the most consistent poached eggs. I'm gonna start off with a pan that's on the stove right now. It's got about 3 inches of water. We're gonna bring it to a high simmer, a very low boil, barely boiling, barely breaking the surface. I've got a couple eggs here that I've already cracked into little containers, little ramekins, because we're gonna quickly slide them into the water, kind of stealth-like, almost secretly. We're gonna put a little bit of vinegar in the water because I think it helps the eggs solidify. A lot of people say don't do it. I've never tasted the vinegar, so that's gonna be up to you. I like the vortex method where I swirl the water and just slide that egg right into the vortex and give it a good spin so it wraps around itself. One of the important things is fresh eggs, because the albumin or the white of the egg gets looser as the egg ages, and that's when you get those little white wispies floating in the water when you crack your egg into the water. They're not bad, they don't hurt anything, they're just not pretty, and we want to make the best eggs we can. I'm going to leave them in the water for 3 to 3.5 minutes, and we're going to drain them on a little paper towel, which is also waiting over there for us. So let's get started. Let's make some beautiful eggs and take the fear out of poached eggs. Let's go. Okay, here we are. We are ready to do this. My water is just starting to break bubbles that are coming up to the surface, so it's about ready. I have some distilled white vinegar. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of vinegar. I generally don't measure, but for you guys I will, because I want you to be able to replicate this. So we have a tablespoon of vinegar in there. Make sure it's mixed around. I have a plate with a paper towel on it ready to drain the eggs, because we're gonna make 2, when they come off. And if you can see in my water, I have bubbles that are just breaking the bottom, but I don't have any boil coming up to the top. So we are ready. Let's do this. Swirl that water round and round. Right into the center. Drop the egg. Look at that baby go. Drop the other one. I always give them a little swirl from the outside to keep them moving to make sure they don't stick just once. I'm going to set my timer on 3 minutes, and we'll just watch what they do. In 3 minutes, you will be so very happy. See, even though these eggs are fresh, as in I bought them last night at my local grocer, I still have some wispies. It's not a problem, they don't hurt anything. I could have strained them first, but I didn't want to take the time, and it really doesn't matter a whole lot to me. Now I'm watching the water, I'm seeing bubbles. I don't know if you can see them, I hope. I'm seeing bubbles start to rise up. I'm gonna turn it down just a tish, because I want them to be active, but I don't want them boiling. So I'm gonna stand here and monitor it. If you have a gas range, I think it's a little easier to keep the temperature the same. Electric kind of does the on-off thing to maintain the temperature, so I like to watch them, and they're beautiful anyway. Get this out of the way, which is hard to do with a slotted spoon. Got 2 eggs looking beautiful in there. All right. My timer says I have 1:42 left. We're gonna take a pause here and come back when my timer gets really close to the 3-minute mark. Okay, my timer says I have 4 seconds left. So let's take a look at these and see what we got. Gonna scoop under. Oh yeah. Look at that, you touch it, it's little, it's firm. The white is all firm, but the egg is still soft, and that's what we're looking for. You can scoop off any wispies. Again, firm white, soft yolk. We did it. If you're making them for friends that you want to impress, you can always trim them up if you want. I have right here just some arugula that I've put some bacon on that I cooked up this morning. And I am gonna take one of my eggs, just set it right on top, like that. And with the fat from my bacon this morning, or the juice, I guess sounds nicer, I made some warm bacon dressing with just shallots, a little red wine vinegar, and I'm gonna sprinkle that over it. Let's see what we got, folks. Ready? Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Totally done white, but oozy, wonderful, fabulous yolk. Perfect for breakfast or lunch or a great appetizer. A little salt and pepper, and we are ready to go. Okay, so we got a different shot here because I wanted to show it to you. I had to change the angle of my camera. We got our poached egg here. The arugula has begun to wilt a little because of the warm bacon dressing and the warm egg on top of it. So it makes it extra yummy. So we have our egg, our bacon, a little bit of arugula. I can taste the tang from the red wine vinegar. The arugula is a little bit peppery. If you've not had arugula, give it a try. Bacon, of course, is bacon. Can't go wrong with bacon. And you can't go wrong with a runny egg. What a great brunch, right? I'm gonna go fix myself a cup of coffee and finish this. Thanks so much for joining me. If you learned anything, please give me a like. I'm trying to get this channel started. Come on back. We're going to be working on some of the very basic things to make you be comfortable in your kitchen so you can whip up anything anytime your little heart desires. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great rest of your day.